Hi there. Welcome back to our channel. Let's continue from where we stopped. Before we begin, let me give you a quick recap. So far in this mini-series, we have learned that Sumerian is not a language isolate as is being classified now. We also explained that Sumerians were not natives there, and they migrated from the east. I have also introduced to you the names of the researchers who proposed the idea that Sumerian might be Tamil. Today we dive deeper, and I want to introduce you into the life and work of a lesser-known but foundational figure, Edwin Norris. I must mention here that, to the best of our knowledge, Edwin Norris is the first to see a connection between Sumerian and Tamil. Now let's explore with a brief background of Edwin Norris. Edwin Norris was a British linguist and philologist, best known for his work on cuneiform and Mesopotamian inscriptions. His contributions to understanding ancient scripts and languages, especially his work on deciphering the Behistun inscription, are still widely recognized. But more than just translating ancient texts, Norris helped prove that Sumerian was a real and decipherable language, not a symbolic priestly code. In the 1850s, the decipherment of cuneiform was still in progress. One major debate centered on the so-called Sumerian language. Was it real, or simply an invention of Babylonian scribes? To settle the question, Norris devised a bold experiment. In 1856, he sent the same Sumerian inscription to 4 independent scholars, working in a different part of Europe. Edward Hincks in Ireland, Jules Oppert in France, Henry Rawlinson in Britain, and William Fox Talbot, also in England. Each scholar worked independently, without knowledge of the other's translations. They were given 2 months to come back with their translations. When the results came back, the translations were strikingly similar, nearly identical in meaning and structure. This moment of concordance, quietly orchestrated by Norris, convinced the academic world that Sumerian was not a hoax, was a real, non-Semitic and fully decipherable language. But even earlier, in 1855, Norris made a linguistic observation that went largely unnoticed. In a paper published in the Journal of the Royal Asiatic Society, he analyzed what he called the Scythic version of the Behistun inscription. There, he noted something unusual about the script's sound system. These are his exact words in 1 or 2 points of phonography. This alphabet resembles that used by the Tamils. There is no distinction made between the surd and sonant consonants at the beginning of a word. And in the middle of a word, the same consonant must have been pronounced as a sonant when single, as a surd when the character is made double. Edwin Norris, Journal of Royal Asiatic Society, 1855, page 6. What did he mean? Norris was pointing out a pattern in pronunciation. In the ancient script, there was no clear distinction between consonant pairs like T and D, or K and G, or B and P at the beginning of a word. And in the middle of a word, a single consonant was likely voiced, like D or G, while a doubled consonant was pronounced unvoiced, like T or K. This system, including consonant doubling, known in Tamil grammar as Mayur alphabets, shapes how the language flows. For example, in Tamil, a single consonant can shift in sound depending on where it appears in a word. For instance, the letter can be pronounced as P-A-B-A or based on context. Was Norris saying Sumerian was Tamil? No, Norris did not claim that Sumerian was Tamil, nor did he suggest the two were historically or genetically related languages. But he did recognize a structural resemblance, particularly in how sounds were represented and pronounced. And that matters, because Norris was the first Western scholar to put this on record. The legacy of an early insight? Norris's observation didn't become famous. It appeared in a footnote of a technical article about another script entirely, but it planted a seed. A quiet suggestion that the world's oldest civilizations in Mesopotamia may have had deeper linguistic echoes in the cultures of Tamil land. Today, more than a century later, that seed has grown into a field of serious inquiry, fueled by linguistic data, phonetic modeling, and cultural memory. In our next episode, we fast forward to the 20th and 21st centuries to explore how modern researchers are testing, refining, and debating the Sumerian-Tamil connection. Whatever it is, Edwin Norris must be credited to be the first to see some connection between Sumerian and Tamil. Thank you for watching. Signing off. I am Ariwaligan Maripin.